Hi everyone, this is Tim Vetter showing how elevation slices in your point cloud data can help verify potential quality issues. We're going to follow this workflow, which is going to show you from a recap registration project that has a very nice report for target enhanced registration, and we're going to compare that to the exact same scan files that were registered using Faro Scene software. We're going to follow this workflow shown in this document. However, in this video we will not be covering using the limit box. That's going to be in a prior video. In this view, what we're basically showing is that over a distance of 400 feet, there is area of the floor that's missing content in the registered point cloud data. That's when I take a 2-inch or 50 millimeter elevation slice. Here, taking that exact same slice from the exact same scans brought into Faro Scene software, you'll see that the whole floor displays. The other thing worth noting in the recap project, scan number 5 is not level. There's about a 70 millimeter pitch in that scan alone. Other scans have similar pitches, not to the same degree. Scan number 6 in the Faro Scene software, you'll see that for a 35 millimeter slice, everything is displayed, but using a 2-inch slice, 50 millimeters, for scan number 6, a lot of that data is not well displayed because it's not horizontally aligned. Chart basically shows that at every single target in the recap project, the floor is not perfectly level but relatively level, and you'll see that the target number 5 is the low point, whereas target number 9 is a high point, and we have just over 2 inches difference in the point cloud project itself of elevation difference, and I know that the data is more level than that. What you're looking at here is an elevation slice in the recap registered project. So you'll see that there is a gap in the floor. If I look at the limit box, you'll see that my high and low values are 0.025, so I have a 50 millimeter slice here. Look at the registration report. You'll see here that it is a target enhanced registration. You know that because there's no data here. Overall RMS is under 2 millimeters. My target numbers are pretty decent. Overall RMS 0.53, and of course I have scan locations here as well. My target values from high to low are all under 1.5 millimeters. They're all in pretty decent shape there. In this example, we have quick leveled the project and we have an alignment confidence under 3 millimeters. What I'm about to show you is by clicking on this box, I can hold down the Alt key and isolate scan number 5. And when I do so, you'll see that all the other scans are now hidden. If I just focus in on this one and I modify my limit box, I got to bring it up a little bit so that I can actually see the whole scan number 5. As I move it up and down, you'll see that the high side is to the left, and it will start to disappear as I drop that elevation down a bit. I'm going to hold down the Alt key and display all scans, and then the next thing I want to show you is that as I zoom in and look at certain targets, the targets are pretty darn accurate from different scan locations. I could focus in on any target in this whole project and you'll see that they overlap very nice. This one here overlaps from 3 different scans. The scan directly across, upstream and downstream, and you'll see that they cover really well, and that's pretty typical of this project. This project is labeled Scene because it is an Faro Scene registration that's been exported to a RCP project. So as I open this RCP project, I'm able to notice a few things here. When I look at the registration information, the first thing I notice is that all of my reporting information says 0. The other thing is that this was a cloud-to-cloud project from Faro Scene. The individual that put this together said he was not able to get the target information to register, and I believe I know why. RCS file and RCC files are two different files. The targets were moved after the initial scan. Then when the scanner goes around during the color capture mode, that's when targets are moved. So if Faro Scene relies on the color capturing side of the workflow, then that's not going to work. I'm going to show you also how I know that happened here. There are some issues with this data resulting from that import. The first thing I want to point out, in this view, I'm in registration mode. First of all, it's good that I can get to this point, but there were targets here, and there were targets here, and there are targets that are going down this aisle that are not displayed in registration mode, and there is a reason for that. I am now out of the registration mode. I'm back in what's called Real View in my recap project. You'll notice that you cannot see targets here or over here, but if I switch to 3D view, you'll see that my targets appear there, and like magic, they're also right here. Now, why did that occur? That occurred because when we are scanning, our workflow to save time is to move the targets during color capturing mode. So they are in the RCS, but they are not in the second pass of the Faro scanner called color capturing. This apparently creates some big issues with the Faro Scene software, because the Faro Scene software cannot find those targets and could not do an automatic target recognition. Using Faro Scene to do the cloud-to-cloud registration and then export to a recap project, I cannot do a target verification in my registration because I cannot see the targets in that registration window. In this view, what I'm showing is a 50mm slice, and you'll notice that just about everything in this elevation slice is displayed in the registration work done by Faro Scene. I'm going to isolate scan number 5, so if I use the Alt key and click on that view, you'll notice that scan number 5 did not display. That is a conversion issue from Faro Scene to recap. So I'm going to display scan number 6. Why 5 did not display but 6 does is a mystery to me. So if I go into this, you'll see that I'm 8mm below 0 there. Over here, I am almost perfectly at 0. So the scans are pretty level in the Faro Scene software using cloud to cloud. Thank you for watching, and please contact me if you have any questions.